We're gonna go pick up some help and then we're going to go back inside there. But before we do, I need to kill a mud crab. Alright, we're gonna go get help and then we're going back in that ruin. Yeah, it's funny when you're like in water and you get out of it every once in a while. There's an audio glitch that sounds like you're still underwater when you're not. So going back in removes it. It's just kind of funny. Okay.
Need something? Need something?
Yes, I need to inspect your basement. I hear you have a termite problem. Why do I hear noises? It sounds like a Hagraven. Wait. What's this? Huh. Anise's letter. Helgi, dear, why do you hesitate? You can feel the power coursing in your blood. You have only to reach out and grasp it. Renounce that boy of yours and come live with me in the forest. My sister will be here soon. Together we'll form a proper coven, and your training will begin. Oh, okay. Progress has been going slowly. I've recruited a fair amount of mages into the coven, despite Helgi's refusal to join us. I will have to think about a way to get the pesky son of hers out of my way. Fake his death? The coven's growing restless. They do not want to wait for Helgi and her powers to appear. I've given them consent to begin their attempts at summoning. Even though I am a master alchemist, not a spirit binder, I hope they are pleased with this development. Okay. Guys, there's a good chance Anise isn't going to like that we were in her basement.
Fool. None may know my secret.
Oh! What the heck?
You need to learn some manners.
Isn't that interesting? How she suddenly had two Hagravens appear to help her. Okay, now we need to go back in and check the rest of this out. Alright, now we're going to check the rest of this place out.
Huh?
Oh, the paper oh! The hero was curious. It was not an uncommon affliction for people her age, but for the nameless one, it was almost a sickness. This is the one thing I love about this interesting NPC's quest. Is it actually uses your character's name. So if you name yourself like Zero Period does, like George Arcady, it will show up like that, or Fudge Muppet, or anyone else that would play through this. I love this. This is a good quest, by the way. And it has multiple endings depending on your choices, which is kind of like Fallout, the way it used to be before Bethesda started screwing with stuff. It was not an uncommon affliction for people her age, but for the nameless one it was almost a sickness. It was the reason she stole into the witch's cabin, and the reason she was reading the book now. For what were books but another kind of door, and to open them was to open a world of possibilities. In Skyrim, the nameless one had opened many doors like this one, and they all made the same promise. Behind it were tales of conspiracy, tragedy, valor, sacrifice, and sometimes even love. The more doors you opened, the further you descended, losing yourself into every chamber, every corner of every room. But alas, behind this door she found neither knights nor sorcery, nobles nor thieves. There were no clashes between light and dark, sword and shield, earth and sky. All she found was an empty room save for a single object placed in the center. A mirror. This is not to say it was an ordinary mirror. The surface was fluid, almost as if it were about to spill out of its thick brass frame. If it did move, it moved slowly, yet it could hardly be called calm. It was thick, cold, and most of all murky. Now, the wise adventurer might turn away from such an ominous thing, but the curious one can't resist taking a peek. As for what the nameless one saw, suffice to say she wasn't entirely sure. However, weeks later, long after she closed the door and continued on her adventures, the nameless one couldn't help but feel a hint of recognition when she walked into the Wingpeak Inn and approached the stranger by the wall. "What are you looking at?" the man asked, bending his lips into a scowl. The nameless one tried her best not to smile. Somehow she already knew the man's name, occupation, and why he was standing there. In short, the nameless one knew exactly what she was looking at. What she didn't know was how. "Your name's Theron, I take it," she said. "I'm here about the job."
Aha! Come on! Never should have come. Over here! Go ahead. Try and fight back.
You shouldn't have said anything. That's pure irony. "Go ahead, fight back. And then they keel over and die. That's funny as hell. It's like, "Oh, and you have a bit of gold on you."
What was that? Is that the best you can do?
You were saying?
You're not supposed to be in here.
Oh, that's funny. He literally he joined the coven, and then he literally got everyone to begin summoning goats just to eat. That is too funny. Alright. Well, this part of it's done. However, I think they did. I think they fried whoever was in there.